You're listening to Sleep Signals, a podcast companion for the Nightfall Sleep Radio Sleep Sounds channel. Each week, we share gentle stories about the science, culture, and mystery of how we sleep. Thank you for being here. This week, we're talking about 528 Hz sleep tracks. What are they, and why did they become so popular in the sleep recording world? Let's start by asking, what is 528 Hz? If you've ever searched for calming music or sleep sounds, chances are you've seen tracks labeled 528 Hz. Maybe it had a title like DNA repair frequency, the love frequency, or miracle tone. But what exactly is 528 Hz? And why is it such a big part of the sleep and healing playlists? The number refers to a specific audio frequency, 528 cycles per second. In sound, that translates to a pitch slightly higher than the musical note C. It's part of a larger set of tones known as the Solfeggio frequencies, which have been claimed to help promote deep healing, inner peace, and even physical transformation. Here's the backstory. The modern idea of Solfeggio frequencies comes from a blend of New Age spirituality, numerology, and a bit of musical history. Back in the 1970s, a researcher said he rediscovered an ancient musical scale that was hidden in the Bible. It came from certain verses in the Book of Numbers, which he connected to 6 sacred tones using numerological patterns. Later, an author and alternative health advocate began experimenting with the 6 tones, and he popularized the idea that they had healing effects. He wrote a book called Healing Codes for the Biological Apocalypse. In it, he called 528 Hz the frequency of love, and he linked it to spiritual transformation, miracles, and even the repair of human DNA. So that's how 528 and the modern solfeggio tones entered the wellness world. It was considered part ancient code and part cosmic key. Why people say it heals. According to solfeggio tone proponents, 528 Hz vibrates at the core of life itself. Some claim it's the natural frequency of chlorophyll, the structure of water, or of the human heart. Others suggest it can restore damaged DNA or bring harmony to the body at a cellular level. You'll see it mentioned in alternative healing studies and books that talk about sound waves restoring cellular resonance or activating healing states. Skeptics argue that there's no scientific proof behind these claims, and they're right in a strictly evidence-based sense. However, even without hard data, many people describe real effects when they listen to 528 Hz. These effects include feeling calm, a subtle emotional lift, and a sense of connection or safety. And those feelings matter, because sometimes believing a sound will soothe you is enough to make it so. We can't always say why some songs or sounds make us feel comfortable and more relaxed. It simply works out that way. Why does 528 Hz help some people sleep? Scientifically, 528 isn't magic, but it is pleasant. Many people use it to fall asleep each night, and it's easy to see why. It's a mid-range, warm tone that blends well with brown noise, with ambient pads, and with soft binaural beats. It creates a cocoon of sound that many people find comforting, and it can help to quiet internal noise and overthinking. More importantly, when any sound becomes part of a bedtime ritual, it becomes a nightly anchor that tells your nervous system that you're safe now and that it's time to let go and rest. So whether you believe in healing energy or you just want a calming track to fall asleep to, 528 Hertz may help because it invites a quiet mind, and quiet is where sleep begins. Tonight, if you'd like to try it for yourself, we've created a gentle track that blends 528 Hertz with a soft brown noise. Some people prefer the combination of solfeggio tones and brown or pink noise for a gentle evening soundscape. You'll find a link to the recording in the show notes or on our YouTube channel, Nightfall Sleep Radio. That's also linked in the show notes. If this episode helped you wind down, consider subscribing or sharing it with someone who might enjoy a little peace before bed. Sleep well, and see you next Sunday.